Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites, where I have new videos every week. If you want to have a more personal video or Zoom call chat with me, I do that on a monthly basis with my patrons. If you're interested in finding out about that, that link is always down in the description. Today's video is going to be a very informal review because it was unplanned, completely unplanned, of Laurel Denise's project planner. Now, here's the story on this. I reviewed, let me grab them. In my previous Laurel Denise video this year, I reviewed her vertical and her horizontal planners. So I have a detailed review video up of these. I will link that down in the description if you are interested in finding out about them. And I'm going to show you all these 4 covers next to each other, but we're not going to go over the vertical and horizontal weekly planners in this video. After I reviewed these, I was just so impressed with the changes she made to her planners this year that I even started using one. So I am in her undated vertical right now because these are 2023 dated planners. I also had reviewed her undated vertical. I believe she still has some of those left, and I do have a review video of that along with her teacher planner, and I think she has some of those left too. So I'll leave all her video reviews of planners that are still available down below in the description. And I do have a 10% off code for one-time use, 10% off your cart. The code is Amandasfavorites. Make sure to use that if you have not. And I do have an affiliate link. So if my content has helped you, if you click through her website, through my affiliate link, if you end up making a purchase, it shows the companies how many people I bring to them. And then I also make a small percentage of the sale. So thank you for all those that go the extra mile, and try to remember when you're making a purchase to click through my affiliate links. It truly does make a big difference for me. So let's jump into this. I was so impressed with the changes she made this year to just little tweaks that then made me think I could actually use her planner. And I'm so excited to be in it. So I've been in it for over a month now. I've been sharing that on Instagram, and I will share it here in my next planning update. And I bet you will see it show up in my 2023 stack video. I'm using her undated vertical right now. I don't know if next year I'll end up in the horizontal or the vertical, but right now I only have the undated and the vertical because that's all she sold in the undated. I am using that, and I am really loving her planner, you guys. Loving it so much that I asked her if I could get her monthly project planner because it just looked so intriguing, so amazing to me, and I thought that I might have a use for it also. And I didn't think that I was going to be able to do a YouTube video on it because I am completely booked up. But there was this one week that I had put a big red X to not have a video on this week because I am prepping for my top 5 videos, and I needed extra time for that because those videos take a lot of time. But then I got so excited when I received this that I just knew just sharing it on Instagram was not enough. If I had a slot to put it in, I really wanted to share it with you guys because I think it's so amazing. I am filming this very quickly and off the cuff, so it's going to be one of those videos that I don't edit in the middle. Just edit the beginning and the end. It's just going to be one of those more chatty, unplanned, unprepared videos, but I really wanted to share this with you. Along with we're going to walk through the monthly project planner. Along with that, I also asked her for another horizontal because I had to write all over every week in this horizontal in my video. I had to write over every single week in January for like examples in my video. I was sharing all these different ways, ideas to be able to use it, but I really think I might use the horizontal next year. And so I needed one that I could jump into, or I wouldn't be able to even use it or try it out till February. And so she was so kind to send me one, and I wanted to share you the cover since I have it now. So certain covers only come in certain layouts with her. This beautiful forest green cover, I just feel like the beauty of these planners does not come through the screen. Her planners are absolutely stunning. They kind of have this vintage vibe, as well as her pen cases. She has 2 options this year. I'm going to show you that too. They definitely have a vintage feel to me. The planners are unlike anything else. If you haven't watched my other review videos, the layouts are so unique and different and functional. Look at that. Look at the pocket. First of all, huge pockets, really well made. You can put a whole bunch of big paper in there. I just love her color combinations this year. They are like my colors. And the design she has chosen, I love this combo. I honestly think this is one of my favorite cover combos of hers. I love the forest green. It takes me back to the 90s. I was a 90s teenager, and I completely loved forest green. You know, I wore so much forest green and burgundy. Yeah, it was one of my favorite colors. I love rust now. I'm completely in love with rust, the rust color. So this combination is just stunning to me. And what I always think about is, what do you see when your planner's open and turned over? Because that's how mine always is on my desk. So the fact that I get to see a little bit of the pattern there and a little bit of the cover color and just those colors together with her tabs, I love that I can see that peeking out at me, because honestly, my planner is not shut a lot. I would just love to look at this all day, that whole combo. But what I really just get to see is the edges, depending on which side it is folded over to. But I love that little edge. So that is the forest green cover that comes in horizontal. This beautiful cover, I don't know the name of it. I love the navy and the rust combo with the pink. And there is the gold foiling on there. And that comes also in the horizontal. All her rings are this, you know, dark, brassy color. I love it. It goes with the whole feel of her planners. Look at that. Just the combos for the pocket and the inside color that she has chosen to go with the covers. She is a true artist, you guys. Like, these are amazing. And she works on the covers herself, choosing these and designing them. She was a jewelry designer before she totally just converted to planners recently. Her website still had jewelry on it until just recently. So you can totally see that shine through in the design of her planners. That's the horizontal, and that is reviewed in full. It's where you get to see your week and your month at the same time. So that is the premise of her planners. You get to see your week in either horizontal or vertical fashion, your whole month, and your monthly list and monthly notes all at once. And even when it is folded over, because that's how I've been using it on my desk, it is so helpful to be able to see your week at once, your schedule, your to-dos, and then also see like your list to work off of. I've been sharing a lot of that on Instagram. So, and a lot of it has been saved in a Laurel Denise bubble if you're interested in coming to see that before I get here for a big update video. And then I'll just share this one, the beautiful navy and rust. You guys always know navy is one of my very favorite colors. Put it with rust, and like, those are two of my favorite. I love the earthy feel of it, the look of it. It's just stunning. Just so even her non-pattern covers, I feel, are absolutely stunning, the colors that she has chosen. And then you get that little burst inside, and you get back pockets too. The same beauty on the back, you guys, and another huge pocket. You get 2 bookmarks with every planner, one with stencils, and the other one's not in here. I'll have to show you. One with just the ruler markings, but 2 with every planner. And they're the same size as her little half-size sheets every week that are your vertical layout or horizontal layout. I go through all those details in my vertical and horizontal video, so I'm not going to go into that here, but I did just want to pop in those covers and let you know that that video is available. And your planners all come in this stunning box, you guys. This is the artwork that's on one of her planners, but your planner comes in here, and the box itself is just stunning. So it feels like you are getting a present for yourself. I love the boxes too. Before we jump into the project planner, let's just look at the pen pouch here. So if you take a look, it is massive, you guys. It fits like the extra long Tombos, because look at how much space is left with just a normal pen. These are like Pentel Energels. And so if you look, massive. So if you have the long Tombos or any longer markers, they will totally fit in here. And I have a whole entire handful of pens here. And an entire handful of pens. Okay, those are beautiful Pentel Energels, one of my favorite pens. A whole handful absolutely takes up no room in here. This bag is massive. It is crafted with a texture. It feels amazing. It looks vintagey, and you have like her signature hot pink color inside with even a pattern on it. And it's not too much like you think, well, that's a bright, like it would hurt your eyes. Well, it could if you stare at it, but it's inside. And so it's just like a peak of color. And I don't like the inside of anything to be dark. I don't want it to be black or even navy, even though I love navy, because you can't see anything inside. So I like that she took her signature color and like popped it in there. And you also have her signature color popped here on the outside, a gold zipper. And then this one has the forest green on to complement it with the flowers. And she has one other bag, which is the same design as that box that I showed you. And that one looks stunning too. So I'm telling you, if you are picking up a planner, you might want to add one of these before they are gone, because it's just a special pin bag. You know, I have a ton of pin bags, but honestly, I can probably say this is like my very favorite now as far as looks and feel. And I could just fit like a ton in here. I'm in love with this pin pouch. And whatever you put in your cart, if you have not used my 10% off code, it will take 10% off your entire cart. I just wanted to share the pin pouch because I love it. This is her monthly project edition. That's what it's called, monthly project edition planner. This one is only $35. I believe I have that memorized right. I didn't look up any specs for this because was not a planned video. So this is going to be one of those informal reviews like I told you. Her covers, all the dimensions are on her site, but they're like 8.75 by 11.25. And I give a lot of details. It was a very prepared review in my horizontal and vertical review that's up there on YouTube. Whoa, you guys, I'm distracted by a wasp that is right outside my window that is trying to bang against it. All right, we'll try to move on and not get distracted by that. Look at this beautiful cover. The monthly project edition planner comes with 2 covers. They are both so cute. I love this sunrise one. I mean, I love the colors. I love the design. It's like stunning. Absolutely stunning. Here are your 2 bookmarks that come with every planner. Even with this monthly project planner, that is a cheaper price because you don't have the weeks in it. But still, they come with both the bookmarks. The stencil with your squares, your hearts, your circles, and your bookmark that has your ruler on there. Snaps in and out so easily, is thin, yet marks your place really well. It can also hold like sticky notes on it if you want to hold it with your month and have sticky notes on it. So very functional. I have a lot of ideas for this planner. I will tell you just ideas that have popped into my mind. I have no notes here to remind me of them, but I have been just thinking them up. And if you guys have other ideas, I'd love to hear them down in the comments. Look at the color combo on the inside. Once again, you have the double pocket, even in the monthly project planner. In this planner, it's the same layout in the beginning as the horizontal and vertical. You get your year at a glance. So you basically have your first half of the year, your second half of the year, and notes room. Every tabbed page is thicker. It's like a cardstock. And the weight of that, I believe I put all in my other video, but her normal page weight is 80-pound paper. It's really nice feeling paper. I'll show you a pen test in one of the other planners. So this pen test is in my other video, testing all my pens, and you can see on the back of this page, this is 80-pound paper. Oh, the tab pages are 120-pound. You have absolutely no show through. You can barely even tell it's written on. I've been using my planner, like I said, the Undated vertical for over a month now, and I mark out every day. I write all over that thing like crazy, and I have not had any problems. I love it. Oh, open, your book is 23 inches wide. The cover is 11.25 by 8.75, like I said, and your coil is 1.25. All those details are in that video and on her website. Let's look at the monthly project planner and what you could use it for. So your month is bigger in this one because you have no week coming over. So your monthly boxes, let me compare that for you so you can see. Your monthly boxes in your horizontal or vertical are smaller. They're smaller because you have your half page for your week coming over here. So they have to be smaller, and Saturday and Sunday are stacked, and that is the way you can see your week at the same time. But this one, you don't have your weeks in here. This is a monthly only planner with project pages in the back. And so it's still a Monday start. All her planners are a Monday start on your monthly out calendar. Your Saturday and Sundays are not stacked. So, and you have bigger boxes, as you can see. So you have a bigger box space. Let's see if I can actually get you a size on the box space. So it's 1.25 inches by just a little over 1.25 because you see one side is a little bit longer than the other. It's not a perfect square. She has all those measurements on her website. I love they have measured everything. They've measured every single one of these boxes, every single one of these. I'm definitely going to be using one or more of her planners next year. So keep watching and I will keep you guys updated on that here. This year, I've only been doing quarterly planning updates every quarter, But next year, I'm really going to try to fit in more of those planning updates on YouTube. I've gotten that feedback, so let me know what you think about that down in the comments. If I tried to do a monthly planning update, is that something you guys would be interested in 2023 to keep you like more updated on what I'm planning in? I do update on Instagram, but it's not the same, I know, and some of you guys aren't on Instagram. So let me know what you think. I love the bigger boxes. You still have a notes room here for little reminders with your monthly calendar if you were just folded over to this page and you didn't see this side. Then you have a look at your next 2 months up there up top, because this is a monthly project planner. On your weeklies, you only have a look at the next 1 month up there. There are definitely big differences in these. This is a weekly planner. This is a monthly project planner. Let's look at the monthly project planner. You have 4 columns over here with dot grid. Now, you could definitely divide these and you could have 8 columns, right? Or one might need to be longer and you might just divide 3 of them. So there's all different ways you can divide them into different categories for the month. This could be a meal planner. So your meals, and it could be a list by week of your meals. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner could be here, and you might just list dinners here. It might be a grocery list per week. It might be the planning per week. I think it would make a stellar meal planner. I also think it would make a stellar content planner. I could even see myself trying to convert to it. I don't think I'm going to try to next year because I think I'm going to use this for something else. These boxes are pretty big to where I could write my content each day, even for Instagram in here. And I've been using a friction pen in my Laurel Denise planner because it's just really been a working planner. Here, I will grab it and give you guys a peek in case you're not on Instagram. But this is my look at the Undated vertical. Yes, this might scare some of you guys. This is my planning for September. I have loved working off a monthly list here, although I have some different ideas of the ways I might try it in the future. But I've loved working off a monthly list and kind of seeing it go into my week. Also, planning out major what I'm doing for like work for on my work days on here too. Because that's something that I don't put on my like Ashley Shelley monthly calendar because that's just family events and like appointments. But this I can really work off, use a friction pen and get crazy. So I'm going to try to keep it a little bit neater for October, but we'll see how it ends up going. And you can see where we are. We're just on October 5th right now. So we have a long ways to go on that. But to do this month, I have divided up my work into channel, orders, future, video ideas. I've kind of numbered out already my weeks. And yeah, this is probably, I see myself using this through the end of the year. I can't test out any of the 2023s yet because I don't want to mess them up with the dates there, but I will keep in this one. I'm not sure why I feel this way, but it's such a beautiful planner, but I feel like it lends itself to me just like a real workhorse. Like that's why I wanted to use friction pens, be able to write all over it, erase things, just really throw myself in and work in it. So other ideas besides meal planning, content planning, this could definitely be a wellness or goals or intentions planner. So every month kind of looking at different categories in your life, checking in with those. What do you want to work on that month? What do you want to habit track that month? You know, maybe even what books you're reading, whatever things are important to you. You could definitely also make one of these columns a habit tracker if you wanted to. You could even turn it horizontally to do that with the dot grid. That would be simple. So if you were habit tracking in here, all your holidays are noted at the bottom of the day. Now, you can definitely use this for projects in your life. That's why I think it could really come into play being like your monthly list, your monthly goal planning, intentions, possibilities, whatever you want to call it. Because at the back of this planner, if we flip back here, you have these pages that are your project planning pages. Project name, due date, contacts for that. And then if you really need to map out different tasks for that project and what days you're going to be working on them, you have a whole space down here to be able to do that, to tick off your tasks as you get them done that relate to that certain project. If I counted right, you have 28 project planning pages. And then I will look up on our site or count these. You have about half dot grid and half graph grid pages back here also to work out those projects, mind maps, webs, just lists. I love that her graph grid is very light. Also, her dots are light, but the dots are not too light to be able to see. And I just love a light graph grid. I do not love a dark graph grid. So I just love that. I see so many possibilities for this planner. If I don't end up using the weekly, I could see myself using this just for looking at my work tasks, like because I have bigger boxes, so I definitely might test it for that. And for my monthly list and dividing them all out here too, kind of how I use the weekly, but I just wouldn't be using the weekly function in it, and I would get the bigger boxes. So that is a possibility, but I could also see myself using this one just for my, I call them possibilities or intentions for the year, but you know, they're like goals. What do you want to get done on your house, your monthly list, your vacations, just all the possibilities for the year. Looking at them in each month, kind of mapping those out, what you're going to work on, what's important to you, and when they're going to happen. So that's another option of how I will use this planner. I want to hear all of y'all's ideas because I know you are going to have amazing ideas with how to use this. In the horizontal and vertical video, I gave a lot of ideas for how to use the vertical and horizontal layout. These planners are just so innovative. I can honestly say it's the most unique planners, especially the weeklies with these weekly little half pages. They're not exactly half pages, but I call them half pages. With the weekly half pages, it's the most innovative planner design that I think that I've ever seen. It's the most innovative that I've ever reviewed. I was really excited with the tweaks she made this year that made it where I could jump in and use it. She took off the habit trackers from down here, which made the boxes bigger, which opened it up for me. She also made these little half pages just a teeny bit bigger, which was just a great tweak for me also. Now, many people have said they miss the habit trackers being down here. You guys know that I do my yearly habit tracker sheets. I don't need a monthly habit tracker. If you do, you have dot grid right here. And I think a great place for it is the very back of the last weekly sheet. You can either make it vertical or you can turn it and make it a horizontal habit tracker. But this would be a great place to draw in your monthly habit tracker. You can easily flip to right there on the back and have it. Or you could do it across down here. There's definitely lots of options to fit in whatever size habit tracker you need for however many habits you're tracking for the month. I think that was so smart to take it off here to open up the space to make the monthly boxes bigger. And also because if it's somewhere here you can draw it in, then if people want it, they can put it in. If they don't want it, they don't have to use up the space for that. And it totally opened up this planner and changed it for me. I really wanted to be able to use it before in the years that I had reviewed it. But until those tweaks came this year, it just wasn't going to work for me. I had pulled it out. I had tried it out in all different ways because I was so drawn to it. And then this year with those tweaks and with her new covers, I mean, it has blown me away. These are just my personal opinions. And usually I do planner reviews without a lot of personal opinions thrown in. I try to do very unbiased planner reviews, but I told you guys this was going to be a more personal video. This is not an unbiased planner review. I just downright am in love with Laurel Denise planners this year. The monthly project edition planner, I just think it's a genius planner design. Let me know what you think about it. I think it can be used for so many things. And I'm even someone who typically likes a Sunday start on my monthlies. And it takes a little bit for me to wrap my brain around a Monday start on my monthlies, but I am willing to do it for this planner. And I know there are other people who love a Monday start on their monthlies because they love their weekends grouped together. I can totally see that for work week stuff. Like it's very easy to visually see your weekends grouped together. I can't wait till 2023 to dive into all the 23 ones and just try them out. I think at the beginning of the year, I won't know for sure which one I'm going to use or how I'm going to use it. I will just start in one and I will just try out different things and we will see where I end up. I also love the edge of this beauty here, just the colors that you see when you're working in the project planner. It's a beauty. Okay, guys, let me know what you think about this down below in the comments. I want to hear all your thoughts about it. And also, Laurel Denise makes like some of the best planner reels ever on Instagram. So if you want a really fun planner follow, go check her out on Instagram. I also love how she is just like a real person. You can see her real personality come through on Instagram. I also love that she shares her own personal planning on Instagram. So you can really see how she uses her own planner. She uses the vertical layout. And that is so fun to see from a planner designer, seeing them use their own planner and how they use it. I know that that is sometimes difficult to share. Even for me, it is, because sometimes we have personal information in our planners that we don't want to share. I am grateful that she does and is able to share some of her layouts with us so we can see her real planning. So definitely give her a follow on Instagram. She also has a really fun Facebook group, and I don't spend much time on Facebook. I just go check the few groups every once in a while that I need to check for like my job. But this group I have been going to check a lot just for personal, just for fun. And I don't think there's any Facebook group that I have done that with for like a very long time. But I have really enjoyed this Facebook group there. So if you like her planners and you want like ideas on how to use them, I know like at launch time, she also gives special deals and discounts there to her Facebook group. So you can go and be a part of it. Everyone there is lovely and nice. All right, guys, I'm going to stop raving about this. Thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate you spending time with me. Your time is valuable. Take a deep breath and have a great week. Take care of yourself so you can take care of others. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.